The range is 60 steps from my back door to the range. It's in my backyard on the banks of the Tennessee River, Grand Rivers, Kentucky. Some people look at me funny when they ask about how I came up with Metal Madness, and I tell them I'm sitting on a bucket down there on a hot June day.
Hey, great, stand by.
Both of us have to shoot all three in sequence.
Wait a minute. Wait, now, no, we've changed that up.
How are you
Yeah,
well,
through
1
three.
to 3. I
Three's
see
the break.
Right.
So we're both shooting in unison
Yes.
this direction. Okay.
I mean, you're, go ahead.
How's it work?
That was my question.
We don't know how it works.
The short version of how we came up with starting the range at all, I decided that I needed to start giving concealed carry classes. So I built the first 5 lanes up here in the backyard. T and I decided that since we had to pay an additional insurance policy, we should probably open it up to the public. On August 8th, 2013, her and I sat out underneath the magnolia tree looking up the highway going, will anybody ever stop? And within 5 months, we were around 75 members. Decided I probably should build on. People were coming quite often shooting, and paper obviously is just not as much fun as steel. The range was built, the floor was down, the trusses were up, the roof wasn't on yet, and I was sitting down there looking at them 10 extra lanes, sitting on a bucket, if the bucket's still down there, looking out on them lanes going, what am I gonna do? It was like a vision from God. I seen Metal Madness. It was just hanging out there, like this massive wall of steel, and I thought, well, let's number them and make one round. I need to identify it. And I bought colored duct tape reels, rolls of tape, and I went out there and I taped them up, and I put just a piece of tape across the deck. Said, you're in the red, shoot the red. You're in the blue, shoot the blue. And people would come in, hey, this is kind of fun, this is kind of fun.
All right, black. I know that the second line is out of black. just kind of keep, all right, Scott. Tell me what lane you're in, Scott.
I'm in the green, right?
We expanded it from 5 lanes to 10 lanes because we were shooting the 5 lanes twice. Well, that's kind of, Then we went to 10 lanes, dedicated the whole 10 lanes that we had built to Metal Madness. And next thing I know, I had all these husband and wives down here every Saturday shooting. In the early days, we shot every Saturday. And the people built Metal Madness. The people named Metal Madness. And Wayne Christ came up with Metal Madness. And that's the one that got the most votes. We formed Metal Madness Shooting Sports Association because this thing was starting to grow in this area. Basically, it was designed to be a regional kind of thing, just here. Never had any inkling of it going to the world shoot at the NRA. There are no dumb questions. Safety's our priority. We have a 6 bracket system. You have high master to novice. You're shooting against yourself. And then you get some guys in here that like to shoot against each other, but you are shooting against yourself, okay? You will leave here with a bracket. +1. Shooters, make your firearms safe, muzzle up, safety on, move down 1 lane. There you go. There it is. That's it. That's how you do it right there. There you go. In April 2016, there were some phone calls back and forth with the competitive director of the NRA at the time, and he sent Damian Orsinger, assistant director of competitive pistol shooting for the NRA, and John Parker, managing editor for Shooting Sports USA. And he sent them down here to show us how to build a game. And now, from that point to this point, we're talking, what, 2 years, and we had come up with a scoring system and a bracket system and a caliber and we had gotten pretty much 2/3 of the circle closed. Then they came down and shot it, and they were a little surprised at the difficulty this easy-looking game was.
3-0-0. 3-6-6. Platform. Missed the 3 again.
Then that evening we went to dinner, and over dinner they said, "Don't change a thing, brother. This is the Second Amendment at its finest. This is the deal."
So Ed, it's been about 2 years since you introduced me to Metal Madness.
Right, 2 years ago next month.
I missed that 4.
4-1-6.
Bring this game to people and they will continue to come play it, won't they?
Oh yeah.
People can get a range like this. And you actually have other clubs that are now signed up and are operating under Metal Madness.
Should by late July, 1st August, we should have as many as 19 ranges scattered out.
Mark, Isabel, Andy and Steve, stand by.
Now you've made some changes.
The people kind of changed. Everybody started shooting 22s. Well, then I had to thin the steel down because part of this is the reaction and the sound. So we said, let's just go rimfire only. Best move we made.
And now you've actually have gun manufacturers that are manufacturing guns specifically designed for this game.
They bear our name.
3-0-2.
How many rounds of 22 ammo was shot at your range?
Every 2.5, 3 months, I would take 320 pounds of empty 22 brass to the scrapyard. And one of my guys is a math guy, and it came out to 1,700,000 that we captured. That's not the ones laying out on the ground that we.
We're
Because
talking
Fat
about,
Boy ain't picking them up.
We're talking a lot of kids, a lot of youth, a lot of first-time shooters.
You ain't scared, are you, dear?
She's not scared.
You need a stool. All right, make ready.
I've said it all along, education's the only effective gun control.
Buckle up, safety on. Put down one lane.
Drop your mag, rack your round out, and insert your flag.
It is a game for everybody. We have 48% female participation.
Miss Cindy, stand by.
We have a tremendously growing quickly youth league that the youth can come out and learn gun safety, hand-eye coordination, motor skills, all that timing, and have a blast doing it, and it doesn't break the bank. The thing that I like to see the most is it's very family driven, and I can have a grandfather, a son, a grandson, a granddaughter on the shooting line at the same time. Nobody has to sit on the bench.
3-0-2.
I tell you what,
Are you ready, Mark?
you have to do this a couple times to be good. And I'm not there yet, but I'm having a blast.
If you attend a Metal Madness event, you're going to meet all kinds of different people from all kinds of different backgrounds and different ages.
If you continue going to MMSSA, you'll learn your fundamentals. You'll learn trigger control. You'll learn proper grip. You'll learn sight alignment. You'll learn sight acquisition. and which in turn filters into other disciplines, from anything from other shooting competitions to home defense.
It's fun. I like just watching and listening to the different people as they shoot, because everybody down there is shooting something different.
I feel like Metal Madness, would be a great stepping stone for someone just getting into the shooting sports. Because of the nature of how the competition runs. It's a little more laid back than some of the other disciplines I do, a little more slow paced, and I think it's a great way to get into the shooting sports.
We have intentionally and purposely built Metal Madness so that everybody can afford to do it. Everybody knows somebody or has a .22 rifle, pistol, something in their closet. And if they don't, we got a wall full of them that we keep so that somebody will have the opportunity. Metal Madness is a Second Amendment supporter. We support the Second Amendment. We need to support the organizations that support the Second Amendment. Metal Madness is a gateway to not only the other shooting disciplines, but it's to educate people on how to shoot a firearm.